No, I'm not doing another guide. No, you can't make me. I swear to God, Amiya. I already made a permanent map guide. This guide isn't even... Okay, so for the first daily... Yep, I'm doing another one of these. How much can I milk CC for? I don't know. But let's get to it with these daily maps. This map features enemies from Mansfield Break. If you went through the entire event without understanding the mechanics, then this map will definitely be a pain for you. Basically, enemies can unleash their dormant powers in various ways, either through other enemies being unleashed or straight out attacking. Use the lights the map gives you to shackle them back, restricting their buff state. For specific pathing, normal prisoners and archers come from these two spawns, while the shield dudes, brawlers, and caster dudes come from these two. The spawn you want to watch out for the most is this one right here, since hardened criminals spawn, which can unleash all the enemies on the map. As long as you kill the hardened criminals before they become unleashed, the map should be relatively easy. Day 1 and 2 have some quirky contracts that make the hardened criminals and brawlers invisible, so kill them quickly before they unshackle. For this day, I'd personally use Silver Ash or Scene to reveal the hardened criminals and remove them from existence with Ifrit, since her linear range fits perfectly with this lane. Day 10 has some worse contracts which make the enemies easier to unleash and buff their unshackle state with an 150% attack boost. This contract comboed with ally HP down by 50% puts you on your toes to be wary of any unshackled enemies on screen. How would you deal with these risks? Kill them before they get to attack, aka ranged operators galore. Aya, Ifrit, and AoE snipers such as Meteorite or W shine here. Remember, they can't hurt you if they're dead. Transport Hub has enemies and mechanics from Code of Brawl, with the main threats being bullies and fanatics. There are also these control terminals that when activated give you one more deployment slot, but you'll also have to defend them from enemies since losing a control terminal means losing an HP seal. Fanatics and bullies come from these spawns and take this route to the exit. Treat day 3 like you're treating day 10 in closed prison. Don't get hit by the enemy, and you better keep those fanatics at bay. With 50% extra range, they can also hit this control terminal over the wall, so it's an instant game over if you don't have the DPS to kill them in time. Dead dudes don't deal damage. If you're trying to get risk 8, I especially wouldn't touch this tag at all. Arch damage is welcomed on this map, and A and Ifrit can both shine pretty well. This tile makes an amazing Ifrit lane especially, that keeps practically all the enemies on this side of the map at bay. Make sure to play some Eurobeat for day 11 because these bullies come fast as hell. Not only are control terminals removed from the map, making the enemies beeline towards the exit, but combining these two tags together makes bullies an unstoppable force. Looks like you'll need the only thing that could stop an unstoppable force, an immovable object. Placing Mudrock on this tile works plenty since she'll kill anything that comes her way. Schwartz can also work in place of Ifrit since her massive damage with skill 3 will shred enemies coming her way. Hate arts damage? Well, too bad, because there's way too much of it on this map. Tanky arts drones that shoot death rays at your operator, ballistas that shoot in every row, and 3 lanes to defend. Have fun with the AoE casters in the back too. If there's anything nice you get out of this, it's the jammers that you can place down for 40 DP that will die instantly because you didn't place it in the right spot. The contracts for day 4 are relatively basic, buffing the arts drone's damage and HP. There is no defense buffing though, so anti-air snipers work pretty well here. Some recommended operators would be Thorns, the best anti-air sniper, and Exusii. Nightingale is also excellent for this map since she can bait the drones with her cages while also providing arts resistance for everyone in her range. Remember CC Pyrite? Don't want to? Too bad. Here you go, have some Usain Bolt rates and a Ninja Crown Slayer with the plus 50% movement speed tag. There's also defense crushers and stun agents that will constantly make your operators unusable. Day 5 contracts feature a quad class ban. Guards, casters, medics, and specialists all gone. Get destroyed, Arknights players. But surprisingly, there's nothing that makes any of the enemies too tanky. Angelina S3 and Saria S3 should work perfectly against raids, while Exusii could probably burst down Crown Slayer with no problem. Day 9 bans the other classes that Day 5 didn't. No defenders, vanguard supporters, or snipers for you. Use Aya for the raids and Silver Ash for a Crown Slayer, but if you enjoy winning, you can use Suitor and Thorns. If there's any map I hate max risking, it's this one. I'm gonna be honest here, I probably don't have the ops or the brain to max risk it. There are always terrible contract combinations for this map because someone decided they wanted to be special and make all the enemies hit like bulldozers. On the top lane you have lots of arts damage from enemy casters and arts guards, but on the bottom lane watch out for W along with other physical damage type enemies. On day 6 you're going to make the enemies hurt like hell with that minus 45% HP contract and the plus 75% enemy attack up. Now I would recommend the same kill them from afar because they can't do damage to you if they're dead strategy, but whoever made the risks also decided to slap a 20 tile ban contract. 20 tiles is a little bit hard to comprehend, so let me show you. The map now looks like this. Yeah, I'm probably not touching this contract either. Witty S2M3 for the top lane, Thorns for the bottom lane, and Surtur to kill anything you don't want to deal with. Next day of this map, day 13, has a class ban tag that restricts guards and defenders, along with a massive ally attack down. All the ranged enemies become so much worse to deal with if you take this tag, with W landing her bombs from across the map. But as long as you have some bodies to bait with, you should be fine. Witty can still be used for top lane, but bottom lane will still need some pretty high damage like Exusia and some buffers or debuffers to kill the enemies quickly. Do I seriously have to explain this map a second time? I'm sure most if not all of you watching this video have been Risk 18, so I don't think I have to go over the map and contracts. If you want to see an actual in-depth guide, you can go look up my perma map guide for CC3. This stage only appears on day 7 and 12. Recommended operators are the same as my perma map guide. Having Surtur, Mudrock, or Nightingale should turn the map into an easy victory. Faust goes bang bang and now all your ops are dead. He's not a big enough threat, you say? Watch out for the Avengers that can soak way too much damage and dish it out just as easily. On this map there are also stealth tiles that can hide your ops from Faust's sight, but make sure to keep an eye on the technical scouts that come out once in a while to reveal your operators. For day 8, I would highly recommend bringing a fast redeploy operator because Faust's purple shot has a shorter cooldown and hits way harder. There's also this funny little contract that makes the Avengers not fun to deal with at all, especially with the minus 50% SP generation, but don't worry. If they're dead, they can't hurt you, so just kill them all. Shouldn't be too hard. Angelina and Schwartz have low downtimes for their skills, making them an excellent choice to kill the Avengers. The last day of this CC has the counterparts to the other contracts on day 8. Instead of Faust deleting ops out of existence, he will now deploy crossbows. Theria's second skill is a great counter to this contract, and he doesn't have a buffed purple shot anymore, so she can also just tank his regular bolts. The other Avenger contract is also here, but it's usually the same remedy. Kill them before they get to the exit and you win the game. Just throw everything you have at them, Surtur included, and you should be fine. If you're struggling to understand the daily maps, hopefully me explaining the mechanics and enemies of each map cleared it up for you. Anyways, that's it. Bye bye.